Hello, hello. This is today's family program, and I'm Dr. Albert Kitcher, and I welcome you to this special, edition of this program. We are concluding today on the theme of excellence, and I know you have received so much since we started this topic, and you know by now that everything that we do, we have to do it with excellence. Well, before we start and get deep into what we have to say today, I want you to take a minute and invite your friends to join this channel and also watch with you, and they can also learn and receive, whatever we have to offer over here. I also want to remind everyone, especially those who have joined us for the first time, that this program is built one on the other. And because of that, we sometimes may talk about things in passing when we have discussed them, in details in previous sessions. Therefore, I would encourage you especially to listen to the whole package on excellence, because excellence is really a requirement and a demand if we really want to make the best of everything that we are doing. There are no people who are sort of designated and then marked out like these are the guys who should be excellent. Everybody has the opportunity to be excellent in everything that we do. Growing up, we tend to look at those who probably doing well in academics and always having the top grades as those who are the excellent people, and the rest of the pack are not. The truth is that everyone in that class could be an excellent student, but it's not everybody who explores the opportunities that are available. And as we conclude today, I will be really giving you some keys that would really help to cement and seal or to finalize the things that you need in order for you to be excellent. Well, this is today's family program, and this program is designed to help you be relevant in your life, even as you communicate and interact with people. Everything we say here has to do with life and, living with others. So it works in the family, it works at the work site, it works, when you're on recreation, and these are life nuggets that we bring to you. Well, so finishing in excellence. Finishing in excellence, that is packaging everything together. It is so important. I would want to say that these keys that we are going to give you are not the only keys that there are for you to be able to achieve that excellence. The first thing that I want to say is that you must make sure that your behavior would match your values. Your behavior would match your values. That is another way to say you must be a person of integrity. Your behavior must match your values. Sometimes we say, I am this type of person, I stand for this and I stand for that. But then when it comes to acting, we would act in a different way. We must make sure that our behavior is consistent with the values that we uphold. We have to demonstrate a positive personal value in all that we do, in all that we say, and we have to be sincere and also be real. Let me say that again. You must be sincere and you must be real if you are really on a journey that is going to lead you into excellence. When you live in integrity and you are sincere to yourself and to others, you would always have in return what exactly you need to be sure to be able to get into your next level. The next finalizing thing that you need if you want to really achieve this excellence, we say today we are packaging it all together, and therefore we may talk about things that we've talked about before, but as we put the whole thing into one, we want you to understand these things. It is so important. So the next thing is that you must be able to learn from your mistakes. People who succeed, people who end up doing excellent things, always would have a story or two of when they didn't make it. So learn from your mistakes. And anytime we learn from our mistakes, we do the next thing better. Or when we see signs and traces of what made us fail coming, we know how to adjust ourselves in order to, keep afloat and keep moving forward. So please, mistakes are not to make you sad, but just rise up and say, what can I learn from this mistake and how can I avoid it? View your failures as a feedback that provides you with information you need to learn to grow and also to succeed. Use your failures as a means, as a feedback that provides you whatever you need in order to learn, in order to grow, and in order to succeed. So whenever you see failure, remember that failure, the opposite of it, is success. So you are not called to fail, but you are called to succeed. Look at what made you fail and go back, work on it, and come back. And I tell you what, you would succeed. The next thing that I would want to talk to you about has to do with you being honest and speaking kindly. Speak honestly and kindly. Sometimes we have good intentions. We want to do things excellently, but the way we communicate it, the way we say it, the way others hear it from us makes them either to work in fear or to, have questions about what you're saying. It is always good to speak, with honesty and to speak kindly. That is, think before you speak. Think before you speak. Make sure your intention is positive and your words are sincere. If your intention is positive, your words are sincere, I can guarantee you, you will do excellent things. And the results of what you do will be just excellent. You see, words are powerful. Words are expressed thoughts. Thoughts are silent words. So until you give that silent word an expression, nobody will know. But whatever is expressed causes the hearer to begin to take some action. Why is it that one person will say one thing, another person will say almost the same thing, but the reaction of people would be different? Because the delivery, because the speaking, because maybe the tone, the pitch, whatever you say, is so important for us to really be mindful of all these things. The fact that you have a good idea does not mean that it is going to fruition by itself. So what you say to others and what others say to you have effect on how you become and what you do next. Please remember, it is a give and take. Communication, relationship, life is not a one-way road. It is a road that goes one way, comes another way. You meet people along the way, and you can always, speak nice words. And it is a form of even making somebody's day. It is so good, to start on a positive, remain positive, and finish on the positive. This is absolutely important. And the next one I want you to understand is that you have to make most of every moment that you have. You don't have forever. I always take opportunities that come my way as this is it. I take it as the only one, the last one, and therefore I put in my all. It's like, you are going to just drop and you're holding on. The way you hold on in the last moments with all your strength and with all your might. And even if you don't get it, you did your best. So seize the moment. Make most of the moment. Focus your attention on the present moment and keep a positive attitude. Focus your attention on the present moment, what you are doing, and seize the opportunity. So long as you are focusing and you are seizing the opportunity, you are guaranteed to succeed. Success does not come because you just, try to do something. Success comes because you took advantage of the moment and you did what you have to do in the time that you have to do it. And that is how you will achieve that excellence that we want. Life is full of distractions. Life is full of, hindrances. And therefore, you must make sure that you deal with the distractions and the hindrances. Why? Because life is also full of what? Opportunities. Wherever there is a hindrance, there is an opportunity. Most of the time, the opportunity is maybe behind the hindrance. So you have to learn how to pass through those hindrances, as to pass through those walls of separation, the things that makes you not to be able to get to where you want to go. It is so, so, so important. Well, if you have just joined us, this is today's family program, and I'm Dr. Albert Kitcher. We are here to let you know that life can be lived happily and you can get the best out of it, because it gives also to you what you need in order to succeed. There is nobody on this earth with a destiny to fail. Anyone who fails because Either he did not get the opportunity, or he did not use the opportunities available to him, or did not get good mentoring. There are so many things that makes people to fail. But no one on this earth is created or here with the intention to succeed, to fail. That is why you see that success is in the heart of everybody. It is in the DNA of everyone. So please, let's seize the moment and let us not say we have tomorrow. No procrastinations. We have dealt with that in previous programs. And I want you to also know that for you to succeed and for you to be excellent in the things you do, you must ensure that your dreams happen. What is a dream? Your vision, your mental caption, the things that come to you maybe when you are asleep. You see these beautiful pictures of beautiful and wonderful things. But then comes in the morning when you wake up. When you wake up, you can begin to work towards achieving the dream that you saw. You see, dreams are vague. But when you start working them out, sometimes you are able to build the dream. So you have to take positive action. You have to follow your vision without any wavering. You have to be consistent with the things that you have seen. And one of the things that I tell people is that if you are destination focused, they will not be distracted along the way. So stay focused. We talked about that a few weeks ago, that you need to stay focused in order to be excellent in the things that you do. So please make your dreams happen. Dreams are good. You don't need to pay for a dream. You don't need to pay for a vision. But yes, when you begin to materialize the vision or the dream, then of course you may need to put in some investment. But because you've seen it, it is doable. Because you have seen it, because the idea has crossed your mind, because the thing has flashed, before you, it is doable. Whatever is not doable is unthinkable. It cannot appear to you. But once you think it, once you see it, once you feel it, hey, it is doable. So please don't relent and make sure you move towards achieving that goal. And please do take responsibility for your actions. What did I say? Take responsibility for your actions. When you take responsibility for your actions, it helps you to correct your mistakes and not point fingers at others and say, this one did it or that one did it. I'm not here and that was not my duty. No, take responsibility. Be responsible for your thoughts. Be responsible for your feelings. Be responsible for your words. Be responsible for your action. Be responsible for your own life. It is very, very important. You see, we make choices, but we get so much options. Options come from all over, but choices are made by you. So please take responsibility for your actions. If you are wrong, be the first person to say, I am wrong when you realize that. Don't wait for somebody to come, then you explain. When you realize you are wrong and nobody has said it, come and say, hey guys, what I said we should do, I have found out there is a better way to do it. Sorry for, wasting our time or spending that time on it, but there is a better thought. Let's put in new energy and let's get a better outcome. Who does not want to produce the best? Everybody wants. Excellence is an inbuilt intuition that is placed in a human. And that is why we are never, ever satisfied when we achieve a level. Why? Because the moment you achieve a level, the next level begins to call upon you. The moment you get to the next, solution, the next solution after that comes to you. So it looks like you will never stop learning and you will never stop growing. Once there is life, you can actually transform yourself again and again and again and again. This one is big. Before I say it, let me remind you, this is today's family program, and I'm Dr. Albert Kitcher. If you have just joined us, please take a moment, like this channel, share it with friends. And I really have a dream and a vision that, one day we will have so many people watching this. This is why I do it. And we still need to get everybody involved. So please share. This is the best you can do for me. This is the best you can do for today's family. This is the best you can do for us. Please share and like this channel. Subscribe to it. We may not be that many here, but I know that we are growing as time goes on. So please share with your friends and invite them to be part of this. As we continue, I want to say that you must be willing to do things differently. This is very important. Most of the times we want to follow the status quo. Most of the times we want to go the way all other people are going. But those who do things excellently and those who are unique and those who stick out of the pack are those who go either a mile longer or they do stuff differently. And what I mean is not like everybody's going left and we have to go left and then you say, no, I'm going to right because I want to do things differently. That is not what we're talking about. But sometimes the methods that people are using have become obsolete. It's not working in the context where it is. Maybe it works in India, but it will not work in Africa. It works in America, but it will not work in China. It works in Europe, but it will not work in Asia. So those kind of things you need to adapt, and then you know that I learned the principle from here, but in application, I'm going to do certain things differently. Why? Because the wind is blowing from another side, not from the same side where I saw it. So the principles may remain the same, but the modes of implementation can change. So be willing to do different things differently, and recognize what is not working and begin to work towards solutions as to how you can make it work. Also be willing to change what you are doing to achieve your goal. What did I just say? Be willing to change what you are doing in order to achieve your set goal. Let me say it to you one more time. Let me look in your face and tell you, be willing to change what you are doing in order for you to achieve your aim that you have set. Sometimes we have to even stop, recalibrate, push the restart button, and start again. It's better to start again when you know you are wrong all the way than to say, well, I've gone too far, so let me just finish it and maybe get anyhow mark. Life does not give you anyhow mark. Life is not like an exam where they say the pass mark is 50%, 60%, or whatever. Life requires you to be at your best. So please make sure you are willing to do things differently. If you can do things differently because the occasion is right for that and because the situation demands, I can tell you, you are going to come out always with solutions. It is very, very, very important. And please maintain a balance in everything you do. Live your best life. Don't be engulfed only in your work. Don't be engulfed only in your social life. Don't be engulfed only in your marital life. Don't be engulfed only in your, academic or whatever life it is. But please be all out. Live your best life out. Be mindful of yourself and be mindful of others. Remember that all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. So you need to make sure that as you are investing into making things happen, you also find time to relax and look at what you have done. Always be at your best and live your best life. Don't lock yourself up in a prison of maybe research, in a prison of social activities, in a prison of sitting behind the TV and watching movies from morning to morning. You can watch all the detective movies. You can watch all the serials, on crime and other things. You may know so much about investigations and stuff because of years of watching those, movies. But until you go and enroll and work and get a certificate, you can never work or practice what you see. Live your best life. And we don't have two lives to live. We got just one. You might as well live it out and live it fully and make sure that you are mindful of yourself, you are mindful of others, and you are focusing on what is meaningful and important in your life. Don't follow others to where they are going. If you are not on the same route with somebody, don't say because he's my friend, I go leading. When you lead him, he gets to his destination. Then you have to still come back and march your way to your destination. I have done that many times when I was not yet matured and understanding things, that I led so many people into where they're going, and I realized I still have to return and come back. It has happened in the physical, and it has happened in work life. And I'm seeing that in life, if somebody is not going the way you are supposed to go, you don't work with them. Know where to say bye, know where to branch and enter your own route. Don't say because that road, looks like no traffic, so you're going to go that route. And you might get there and the diversion will bring you backward and not forward. Please do not give up. You are here and there is excellence inbuilt in you. All you need is to discover it. Discover. Put out some of the dust. See excellence like gold that you have to dig in the ground. So you have to go through a lot of dirt, a lot of mud, and beating, chopping, removing stuff. But then you will hit that place you're looking for, gold. Excellence is achievable. Excellence is the hallmark of a normal human on this planet. Excellence is not selected or maintained for a chosen few. Everyone can be excellent. I hope this series has helped you. And I still want to remind you, this is today's family. And before we say bye to you, I want you to know that it will help you if you go back and watch all the series on excellence and all other series that we have, made so far. And you will really, really, really benefit from the things that you would receive. In the coming month, we are going to start a new topic, which, oh my, I'm tempted to tell you now, but I think I'll reserve it for next week when we meet. So until we come to you again, this has been your favorite program, Today's Family, and I'm Dr. Albert Kitcher, and I look forward to seeing you again next week. Enjoy your week, and remember, you have excellence in you.